One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Trying play action. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Meriden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got room on the return. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Epps. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Sims. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. First half in the books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this.
Turning it on! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Epps. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in the second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy.
There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Meredith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Finds a little space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brooks. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Clemson jumps to the line. Right back to the well. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Give to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, attempts. And down he goes back at the 3. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
as well give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Secures it at the 30. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Mariner. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oaks.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. He'll return it from the 50. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 1st down from the 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to power their way ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Turning it on. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. It's Meriden. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.